And here we are, guys, with the new 1.13.0.1 beta with FOXES. Guys, we've been waiting all week. Super excited. Let's go over the changelog right now. Hey there, guys, Skippy here for Room Skippy 6 Gaming. Guys, coming to you with a cool changelog for a Bedrock beta. Guys, we have been waiting for this beta for 2 weeks. Everybody's expected it. We have our FOXES now. Look, FOXES can pick up items as well, but the thing is they can eat them too. This is a thing. I'm not joking. Let's go right into the full changelog. Guys, for this one here, let's do 554 likes. If you are one of those dudes, don't forget to hit me up below, guys. Twitter is the best spot to follow me and get notified of all the changelogs, news updates, and things in Minecraft. And yeah, so let's do it. Starts with this tweet right here. We got J Mega Spud. I was stoked about this. I got 11 minutes. Usually I'm right on, but today it took 11 minutes. Minecraft beta testers. We have a new beta heading out soon, which includes several bug fixes. Bug FOXES, yes, that's funny, ha 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 ha. A couple new features. Yes, there is a few new features in here. We're gonna go over them all together right now. Make sure, guys, that you send your bug reports and stuff into this feedback here, guys, in the description below. So before we go into this, we're gonna do the changelog. If you want to read the whole changelog, it's pretty long, 8 pages. If you want to read it yourself, there is a link in the description below. The entire feedback link and site is in the description below. And in addition to that, last but not least, if you want to be in the beta, there is a video in the description that's going to tell you how to join the beta. Look, hey, we got a wandering trader here as usual. And yeah, so if you want to join it, do not join in your usual worlds because you won't be able to join that world until the actual update comes out on your full version. So make sure you copy your world and duplicate your world. So let's go in 8 pages. We're going to go through quick, nice and fast, guys. Minecraft beta 1.130.1. Yes, nice and easy. Let's just go straight down. New features. Added the fox, added the Arctic fox as variant. Foxes now spawn as Arctic variants when in snowy climates. Polar bears will attack them unprovoked. Trusted foxes defend trusted players. Foxes can pick up and carry items in their mouths. Foxes may eat what they are carrying, sometimes with interesting results. So that's the first one, guys. Pretty exciting. We already knew kind of this stuff about foxes, but I'm thinking that something weird can happen to foxes if they eat some weird stuff. No testing done yet, but I'm betting something like that will happen. Let's go into the next changelog. Coordinates can now be tab completed when writing commands. That's super cool. Added new persist component for mob persistence. Added new improved structure blocks. New improved structure blocks isn't, I saw Mega J comment on it. It's just something weird. It's nothing really big deal about it. So save and load features are behind the experimental toggle. Changes added a message that informs players whether a marketplace pack is compatible with their version of Minecraft, specifically if it includes blocks from a newer version of the game. Minecraft on iOS will no longer show do you want to close Minecraft pop-up since iOS doesn't support that app behavior. Added new chat settings options in improve accessibility for map makers and add-on creators. Guys, new data-driven items. Added shake animation to data-driven arrow. Data-driven actor push logic and behavior. Breaking item particles now data-driven. Implemented data-driven environment change. Data-driven sparkler particles. Guys, these add-ons are getting intense. Data-driven for sure. Yes, data-driven guardian, elder guardian animation and rendering. Fixed unparented geometry on pre 1.8 guardians. Elder guardian spike animation. Added new feature rules data that implements existing biome decoration through JSON. I love saying JSON. It's like my favorite word. Final infrastructure changes required to support fully data-driven features. Rule themselves must be provided in a behavior pack with experimental turned on. Converted the fishing hook actor to be data-driven. Converted the balloon actor to be data-driven. Data-driven player rendering. Snow golem trail behavior is now data-driven. Horse model animations are now, guess what? Data-driven. Yes, that's right. Let's keep going, guys. Page 4, user story dragon breath particles are now data-driven. Ors are now data-driven or feature. So these are, again, all for map making and scripting and stuff like that, guys. Big news for the game. I'm telling you, you guys might not like this part that much, but it makes a big difference in the future of Minecraft. Added scripted documentation for actor damage source. Added additional scripting information to death events. Added block container scripting component. Added projectile hit scripting event. Added actor hurt scripting event. Added new actor tags to the scripting API. Also added block destruction scripting event for explosions. Actor Definition events can now be triggered from scripts. Added actor sneak scripting event. Added actor attacked scripting event. Levers now have their own block state. That's pretty good. Fixed a scripting error that would show when shooting arrows from a dispenser. Added the block build document code for data-driven recipes. Players can now open and view scripting logs while the game is running. That's very cool for map makers. All pillar blocks now have their own block state instead of using some variants of the direction block state. This allows minor mirror and rotating with structure blocks. So now we're just going to go into the actual fixes of the game, straight fixes. And yeah, the very first one, guys, fixed several crashes that could occur during gameplay. That's right, that's always on the list. Fixed inconsistent crash when navigating the game's UI. Fixed crash related to cached resources that could sometimes occur. Improve graphics rendering performance. Improve world launch time by optimizing network resource tasks. Fixed a crash that could sometimes occur when launching the game on Oculus Rift. Crash that could occur when exiting the game on Windows 10. Crash that could sometimes occur, only sometimes occur, when resuming the game on Oculus Rift. Fixed a freezing issue that could sometimes occur when resuming the game on Windows 10 Mobile. Fixed a crash that could sometimes occur when exploring world templates. A crash that could sometimes occur when launching the game on Xbox. A crash that could occur, not sometimes, but just could. I love how they choose to use sometimes or not. While launching the game on Xbox. Crash that could occur when typing some characters into a sign. And a crash that could occur when playing the Inspiration Hub world. So off to page 5. There's only 4 more after this. We got rain. I guess it's not... Is that loud in the background, I guess? You know, I mean... I don't know. I'm just going to turn the volume down on my recording software. That way we don't have to have any problems here. Fixed a crash that could occur sometimes when trying to create a new world or joining a multiplayer game. Fixed a crash that could occur... Fixed a crash that could sometimes occur when signing into a Microsoft account. Fixed a crash that could occur. I'm going to turn the volume right off because the lightning is probably pretty loud. A crash that could occur when choosing certain skins. Fixed a crash that could occur when creating a new world using marketplace packs. Optimize grass growth with block ticking. That's a unique one. I'm curious on how that one works. Fixed a crash that could and would happen when typing certain characters into chat. Fixed a crash that could occur when switching profiles on Xbox One. Fixed a crash that could occur when breaking a block underneath detector rail blocks. Fixed a crash that could occur if a split screen player leaves the game while an execute command targets them in a function. Fixed a crash that could occur when leaving and rejoining a world whilst an adult panda is eating bamboo. Oh no, that would be so bad. Fixed a crash that could occur after a player leaves on 3 to 4 player split screen in the wildlife jungle map. So I'm super glad I turned the volume down because like this storm is brewing. General, guys. So this is the general changes. We're going to see some changes here. Beacons no longer play conduit ambient sounds, but play the correct beacon ambient sound now. Tweak the how to play section so that it specifically carved pumpkins could be used as protection from Enderman. Tweaked the wording raids how to play section. Accessibility, color, and contrast fixes and tweaks and drop downs, buttons, and play screen. Players can now switch between user accounts on Xbox One without restarting the game. That's pretty cool. Fixed the message when trying to import the world template made in newer versions. Leads now connect to the mobs at the correct position. I've noticed lots of problems with leads actually. Updated the information about repairing elytra in the how to play section, which now describes using the phantom membrane to repair them instead of leather. Yes, that would be handy. The world loading screen now closes if acceptable amount of chunks loaded. Partial fix for this specific bug report. The issue with chunks sometimes not loading is still being worked on. Furnaces now play all applicable sounds and the correct pitch. Recently viewed skins now appear in the correct order in the skin picker. Gameplay. Equipment on armor stands now renders correctly if the armor stand is affected by the invisibility effect. TNT no longer falls through blocks when lit. I'll believe that one when I see it. Let's go number 6. I think we're on number 6 here. Using pick block on lit redstone now gives the player the correct block. Equipment on armor stands now renders correctly if the armor stand is affected by invisibility effect. Updated mason trades. Splash water bottle now deals damage to blaze and enderman mobs again. Split screen players that join a world will now spawn in the correct safe place and no longer spawn in the void. Arrows will cause sand and gravel to fall again. Fix pitch issue with camera that cause players to walk backwards looking straight up. The camera will now rotate correctly when in third-person view. Change how the bell item is held in the player's hand so that it is held as an item rather than a weapon. So that makes sense. Damage sound is no longer heard when player falls or lands in creative. That's weird. Why? I like that sound. Camera is no longer present in creative inventory without Education Edition toggle being turned on. Players in water are now knocked back by TNT explosions. That's weird. I don't think they're supposed to. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one. Fire charges launched from dispensers will now ignite minecarts with TNT. Using bone meal on a flower now generates more flowers of that type around it rather than just dandelions and poppies. That's cool. Shulker boxes can no longer be placed in the same space as the player. Standing in a cauldron of lava now deals the correct amount of damage to players. Using place all Y cartography output slots only crafts as many of the shown result possible. The player now correctly receives bad omen effect whenever Illager Captain dies in combat with the player. Mobs will no longer break turtle eggs when mob griefing is disabled. Falling snow can no longer be replaced by other blocks. Cartographer trades now require 11 glass panes instead of 10. Loyalty tridents now return to the correct player instead of bouncing off of a shield. That's pretty wacky. Nether portals now spawn zombie pigmen in easy difficulty mode. So that's a thing. A lot of people with nether portals that had gold farms in easy mode, they weren't working at all, and this was maybe one of the things that was a problem for them. Fix issue of Riptide Tridents not propelling players forward correctly. Balance enchanted on books. Those with 3 or more enchantments no longer have the Feather Falling 4 and Blast Protection 4. Campfires can be doused with splash water potions only to match the Java edition. Explosions no longer destroy and drop end gateway blocks. So that's wacky because now you can't make those wacky weird houses, but I hope you have fun. Do it in the regular version while you can before it comes. Fix creeper farms by adjusting mob height spawning logic. Lava can now correctly affect mobs that could come into contact with it. So up to 7. World generation, chests that generate in desert temples can now face the correct way. So easy enough. So here we go. Iron golems are no longer pushed back by explosion. Ravengers will now pathfind through water. Fix sitting position for baby zombie jockeys. Fix the death animation for spiders. Lazy pandas no longer float above the ground when lying on their backs. Baby pigs turn into baby pigmen when struck by lightning. Fixed player alignment to bed when sleeping. Zombies can no longer break iron doors. That would be so horrible. Oh my god. Village mobs such as iron golem and cats do not spawn inside of blocks such as grass path and farmland blocks. Mobs can now pathfind correctly through waterlogged blocks. Mobs can now pathfind correctly on unlit campfire blocks. Mobs no longer attempt to pathfind over 1.5 high obstacles. Villagers will now go to sleep correctly when the night comes. Strays and skeletons now show enchanted bows when held. Villagers now show angry particles when hit by a player, even if they haven't been traded with yet. Mobs now attack the player correctly while standing on soul sand. Villagers now close doors that have been opened by a player or redstone. That's pretty cool. By redstone. I think that's interesting to see what's going to happen there. Villager trade levels now match Java with 5 profession level badges. Fix the Toast Rabbit Easter egg. Blocks. TNT no longer falls through blocks when lit. I already seen that on this changelog. Using pick block on lit redstone now gives the player the correct block. Frosted ice no longer causes lag when it's waiting to melt underground. Wood blocks now have directional placement. So that's a cool one. That's pretty cool because before they would just place in this odd way, and now they're going to be good. Granite, dorite, and andesite can no longer be smelted into smooth stone. Coarse dirt is no longer replaced with dirt when tree is grown on top. Wood blocks now directional when placed. I feel like it was just there. I think that's just a new way of wording it. Let's go to number 8. This is really the last one because the last one's pretty small. Actually, it's just like, 3 lines. Buttons no longer appear rotated in the player's hotbar. The durability bar for shields and now update correctly when sustaining damage. Locked maps now have unique inventory icon. Graphical pistons now have the correct texture when placed in any direction. So that's pretty cool. I saw them tweet that this morning. I think it's pretty cool. Fixed an issue that could cause the home screen to show black corrupted textures after resuming the game on Android. Tweak the position of the shield when held in offhand to fix a minor texture clipping issue. Invisible Bedrock no longer emits stone particles when fallen on. Tweaks first person hand attack animations. Fix hand animations when switching to empty hand from held item. Fix an issue that caused block entities such as beds not to render after suspending and resuming the game. Fix some graphical errors when launching the game on Oculus Rift. Fixed trident position issues when being held and thrown. User interface, guys. The background tint of a player's coordinates is now consistent with the chat background. Tweak the controller cursor position when auto-crafting with a full inventory. Players now using touchscreen can no longer break blocks when using touch and hold to use fishing rod commands, guys. Execute detect command now uses local coordinates correctly. Modified command position so that an optional offset can be specified to move in the rotation point in case of a local coordinate. Fix the execute command detect option to correctly use an entity rather than position so that it can use the entity orientation to calculate the camera relative offsets. Last but not least is this tiny little one here. This is add-ons and script engines. Fixed Molang scripting errors that were being logged for older content. Endermen with modified behavior can now be shot and damaged with projectiles. Weird. You have to modify their behavior though, so that's not going to just work in the game. Entities crossing chunk boundaries can no longer get corrupted due to the move. Fixed humanoid eating animation. Fixed issue of the mini bows rendering on all mobs other than players in scripting packs. The has equipment filter works correctly with damageable items. Loading packs with lots of custom items now works correctly. Creating new end gateway portal in the abstraction cubes marketplace now works correctly. Particle UVs no longer include lines of texture. Needs to be selected UV. Custom entities using the nearest attackable target now reevaluate current target validity. So let's go in here. I'm actually pretty glad that I just had the ability to turn down the volume here. Let's go into settings. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? Slash. Let's do that one more time. Slash weather. Clear. So what I can tell you is that was the first lightning storm that has ever gone off in one of my changelog videos. I think what we will do here is just go ahead and turn the daylight cycle off as well. Always day is on. Okay, so perfect. Foxes, guys, this is the big deal. Foxes, foxes, foxes. These are them. I didn't want to spread them out in the thing because I didn't want them to kill everything around, but pretty much this is what we have been waiting for, is these foxes. In addition, these foxes they'll grab things. They'll pick things up off the floor. This one's holding a fence post here, I think, right here. Let's see if we could get him to hold a potion. And that one's holding this. So I guess on occasion, this could be a thing that they could actually eat whatever it is. I feel like if they eat a potion, something's gonna happen to them. I don't know why. If this is just, you know, imaginary Skippy is making this up. You know, if I'm imagining it, but I really don't feel like I'm imagining it. So let's just go grab a night vision. I don't know, like an invisibility potion. I don't know. And let's see. I just want to test it because it says it could give you different results, right? So I feel like, I wonder, I guess you're going to have to wait for him to eat it. Long story short, guys, foxes are here. So basically there are going to be different versions of foxes. The different versions of foxes will come based on where you are. So if we were to spawn these foxes in, like, you know, a tundra area with snow and everything, they would be Arctic foxes. These Arctic foxes would be clear and white colored and would be different colored. This is pretty cool. Lightning clearly hit a pigman right here. That's pretty awesome. Awesome. Let's go over here and let's see if we can't, let's see if we can't turn it to another guy. I think they're all eating something pretty much when you break it down to it. And this wood shape, I guess this is the thing that I guess we were trying to see how it has a direction. I feel like that's the thing. Before, it wouldn't do that. It wasn't as easy as that. It would always kind of shoot up. Yeah, that's what I think. kind of weird like that. So foxes are pretty much the big deal, guys. Tons of changes with this. It's 20 minutes literally of just me reading, so I'm gonna let you do it, guys. All the links you need are in the description below. Come play with these new foxes. They are pretty cool, pretty open for your interpretation of good times. And yeah, don't forget to smash the like before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel for yeah, cool tutorials, let's plays, and stuff. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.